All right. Well, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I've been feeling a little bit heavy lately. So it does have to do with me having to stage manage a show that I didn't want to stage manage. Like, I really like the people involved with it, but like management being so like disregarding of our feelings and like I do get paid a small amount, but it's a very small amount. Like it doesn't cover my gas to get there at all. Like and everything else is on volunteer basis. And like, listen, the more shows they add, the more money they make, but it's not like they give me any more money for it. It's not like they like give a tip to the actors. It's purely selfish and it's very, very upsetting to me. So like obviously that's been weighing on me a lot, but another thing that's been weighing on me too is that it's how do I explain this? I feel very selfish in saying this, but I I feel like one of my friendships is falling apart. Um, to be fair, I've only known her for a couple of years, and she and I got acquainted through work. And I always kind of had a feeling that it might fall apart at some point because a lot of my friendship with her was very much whatever she wanted to do. And she's also very like image conscious, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but I feel like it did like kind of sort of take over her life a lot. And she openly had told me years back that she was very jealous that I had other friends that I would hang out with because that meant I couldn't hang out with her. And when I started to get into theater again, it was because I was going through a really, really, really depressive stage. I was not doing well at all. Like I had like y'all know that I've had like a problem with drinking and I got back to like not, like just hitting the bottle more than I needed to really. And so like because all this unhealthy behavior started surfacing, like I was using alcohol as a way to cope and numb my emotions, which is something that you should never do. Like it's one thing to toss back like, a drink or two, like, and that's fine, but like I was doing it purposefully to like numb myself, which was not good.
You just got a stamp of Robin Hood.
You just added a stamp to your
All
collection.
right, I guess the squirrel has to go.
Animal stamps go in this section. Squirrel. Squirrels can signal one another with their bushy tails.
Hmm.
Well, that's a good choice. Now let's write a letter. How about something like this? Dear Bonnie, I think the animal you are looking for is the worm. Have fun with your reading. Your pal. I'll send your letter right away.
The mailman is coming here on his way. What will the mailman bring you today? Attention!
A postcard has just arrived from Kansas.
You get to light up a new state. Good job.
Dear Pen Pal, I would have never guessed it was worms. Thanks for your help. Your friend, Bonnie.
Oh boy.
Kansas. The Great Plains region of Kansas sometimes has cyclones or tornadoes.
All right. Shout out to people in Kansas. Oh shit. What was her name again? I feel bad. Bonnie. Bonnie. Holy shit. you know what? I'm sorry. I have to look up something more about Kansas because just the fact that it has tornadoes sometimes. Let's find out something else about Kansas, shall we? Gonna Kansas City, here I come. All right, so Sunflower State. Inventions. Kansas is the birthplace of several inventions, including the icy, Pizza Hut, and a helicopter. Kansas also has many other interesting facts, including Kansas had statewide prohibition before the U.S. It was lasted long after national prohibition was repealed. State's name comes from the Kansa or Ka, whose name comes from Siouan language phrase meaning people of the south wind. Helium was discovered at the University of Kansas in 1905, and Goodland is home to the world's largest easel, which is 80 feet tall and weighs 40,000 pounds. That is pretty cool. Okay, so what is special about Kansas? Thriving agriculture and economy. Kansas plays a critical role in the nation's agriculture, often referred to as the breadbasket of America. The state leads in the production of wheat, corn, sorghum, and cattle. What is sorghum? And what's Kansas State best known for? Student life. Huh, okay. Friendliest students. Best campus. Okay, damn, apparently it's very, very well known, like for education. I had no idea. And friendliest students. That's really, really cool. Okay, you know what? I feel like I should have remembered this. Basketball is the most popular team sport in Kansas, and it was invented by a Kansan. And I think we remember this from Jumpstart third grade. Okay, well, fair enough. All right, so, Bonnie, I hope you're enjoying life in Kansas. Hope you're playing some awesome basketball, growing us some awesome corn. It sounds like you can pretty much do whatever you want in Kansas, which is friggin' awesome. So that's awesome. So shout out to the people from Kansas. I didn't like that it was basically just, oh, there's tornadoes there. Like, Dorothy Hale was from Kansas from Wizard of Oz. That's pretty much all that I knew about it. And even then there was a tornado. I don't want it to be just about tornadoes, even if they do occur there quite frequently. No, that's awesome that they have such a lively student life and friendliest students, and also that they are leading in agriculture. So that's freaking awesome. Shout out to people from Kansas. Let's continue on.
Hey, are you ready for an adventure?
Not yet. We need 3 stamps first, sir. I'm gonna try to get through 2 challenges today. Hopefully I can. All right, so my kind of sort of friend, but not really. So she got really jealous that I had multiple friends. Oh, right, depressive state. So I was using alcohol to numb myself, which is not good. And again, like later on, like I got to a better point where I was able to have just like, 1 or 2 and be fine. And it was, it was like not to numb myself from any kind of emotional pain I was feeling. So, but then unfortunately, it just started affecting my body negatively in that an hour after 1 drink, like an hour later, my head would hurt. And then I would just feel like garbage in the morning. So like, I'm just basically not drinking anymore because it just affects my body so negatively. Not because like I wanted to stop really, but because my body's like, bitch, stop. So, where was I going with this? Why did I bring this up? Oh, right. So I got back into theater. And the thing is like I was her only friend. And so she decided to branch out and try to make new friends, which is awesome. Like, oh, yeah. If y'all can hear her, my cat's feeling lonely again. My parents are gone. She doesn't like it when it's just me in the house. She wants everyone to be at home. So y'all will hear her yowling in the background.
Good job. Let's rock!
This is just gonna be my first stamp, right? Yeah, this is gonna be my first stamp. Okay, good. Right, so she started branching out, making new friends, which is great. It's awesome. But I think she's like, she's trying to become popular on social media. And I feel like she's fixating all of her energy on that. And I feel like she's trying to find friends that are also have the same goal as her in trying to become popular on social media. So that's a thing. And basically, the more she started hanging out with these people, the less she started responding and hanging out with me. Because the thing is, listen, like, I've many times before have heard that once you get a boyfriend, you forget about your friends. And also, because I was still involved with theater, I would like try to make sure that I would not succumb to that stereotype. So like I would still reach out, like, and this is a problem that was happening even before my boyfriend came around, was that like even while I was doing theater stuff, I would still reach out like every other day. I would still tell her like how much I appreciate her and would make plans. It wasn't like, oh, let's get together one of these days. No, I'd be like, hey, what are you doing this day and this day? There should be our first stamp.
You just got a stamp of a dragster.
Baller. Love that for us.
Just added a stamp to
So
your collection.
yeah, I would still try to be like as, I don't know,
Now, for your listening
good a friend as I could be, even when I was busy. And I would like literally like pick out like and make date plans and actually like keep them. And then little by little, I just noticed that like I would reach out to her and she wouldn't reach back out
selection.
or wouldn't answer.
Ball game.
And I don't know, I got kind of tired of it. And I don't know. It's just, so like basically one of my friendships is falling apart. And that really sucks because I don't know, I didn't expect it to happen really. And like, I don't know. That kind of weighed heavily on me too because like it sucks being in a one-sided relationship. Like no matter whether it's a friendship or it's actually like a romantic relationship, it sucks being in a one-sided one. And I think I kept trying to like make excuses for her. I kept trying to be like, I kept racking my brain to see like, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I wasn't reaching out enough. Like maybe like, I don't know. I kept putting stuff out. Like even for a really long time, she would put together these like really huge group events, like filled with people, like more than 10. Like more than 10 is like a huge group event for me. Like normally 20, I would say. And the thing is that like I like small groups. Like if it's 4 to 5, maybe 6 people, I'm down for that. But I'm just not fond of big, huge group events like that. Like not anymore, really. Like I like making conversation. I don't like being in a room full of 20 people, not knowing who to talk to because the 1 or 2 people who I know are engaged in conversation with other people. Like and I don't like inserting myself into conversations just so I don't feel alone.
Job. Let's rock.
I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So, yeah, basically, like, I would go to a few of those that she had arranged and planned because I was just like, well, I mean, I want to hang out with her and I want to support her, and this is what she's doing, is throwing these fucking parties for people. And then something happened that kind of just broke it for me. I've already had this, like, feeling of, oh, I think our friendship's falling apart, and she would keep inviting me to things, which is, you know, nice. But there was this one event that she invited me to. It was like a very small, so I would have been down for this. I was invited to a small, like, weekend trip to this one island that's like really close by to us. Like it's like a boat ride away. And I would have been down for it, except it was on my birthday. And so I had even told her, like, listen, I'm down. But the thing is, like, I don't know if I can because it's on my birthday. And my boyfriend or my parents might want to do something with me. To which she was just like, oh my God, that was just a day that like my friend chose. And now that I look at my calendar, it is your birthday. So, hope you can celebrate your birthday with us. Which I ended up letting her know, like, oh yeah, no, sorry, can't.
One